I would like you to meet my gargoyle bed. It doesn't have a functional water spout, but it's not just mere decoration. Not when it comes to warding off evil spirits. When I was a little boy, sometimes I would sleep at my grandparents' big house and have to endure my granddad's awful snoring. Now, that's not exactly evil, but it would be a spirited challenge to try to go to sleep with that kind of going on. When I was a little bit older, in my sleepovers at my grandparents', I ventured to climb up to the second floor and join the gargoyle bed and enjoy its protection for a good night's rest. I even counted 13 hours at one stretch as a record for sleeping uninterrupted in that gargoyle bed. When I was married with 3 kids, my parents had inherited the gargoyle bed and were about to downsize to just one guest room. And they offered that gargoyle bed to my family. My oldest daughter gladly took that big bed, and under the watchful protection of the gargoyle bed, she got great nights of sleep until she moved out at age 18. That's when my younger daughter, Chloe, wanted the bigger bedroom and wanted the gargoyle bed, she thought. I suspect that on occasion, the gargoyle gave her a frightful night, because sometimes I would find her in the morning on the carpet, having pulled the sheets and bed covers to the floor to get her night's sleep. And it wasn't long, just a year after her graduation from high school, that she left our home and our gargoyle bed and became a newlywed. But it was still 3 weeks later, and she had no decent bed. I got together with my parents, and they offered that gargoyle bed to be exchanged for a simple brass bed in their guest room. Chloe was delighted. She showed up a week later with gloves on, fully masked, with her hubby, Jeremiah. And together with my U-Haul, we disassembled that brass bed and took it to their apartment in Arden and unloaded it. And they came back to my home to disassemble the gargoyle bed and take it over to my parents. I knew immediately that in that guest room, that gargoyle bed was where it belonged. It would offer protection to my parents in their 90s. And my mom, who was reminiscent of her childhood, would think back to her parents and being under their watchful care. And if ever there were distractions like snoring, she knew she could retreat to that gargoyle bed.